Hi, y'all. Welcome back to Business in Blue. I'm your host, Leah Harper, and today we're talking all things movement, all things dance, and all things Memphis. My guest in the studio today is a dancer, choreographer, entrepreneur, author, and the powerhouse behind L.Y.E Academy. Help me welcome L.Y.E Yates.
Woo!
Welcome to the podcast. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. So I do want to start off with an icebreaker. Something
Okay,
fun,
okay.
If you had to describe your life right now as a dance style, what would it be?
Crump.
Crump. Okay, why crump?
It's a little wild.
I know that's right. And if you had a soundtrack, what kind of music would be playing?
Southern soul.
Southern soul. Can we
That's
get some
something
artists?
that's something I've been feeling lately. Yes. Mike Clark Jr., Big Bo, Young Guy, Anthony Q, Westlove. Yeah, I've been into that vibe lately.
Okay, so I love that you tapped into the different kind of music that you like to listen to, but I do want to go ahead and focus in on who is L.Y.E, for our listeners who may not be aware of who you are. Who are you?
I am a professional dancer, solo-wise, but then I opened a dance studio. So now I'm a studio owner, company owner of L.Y.E Academy. I have about 100 students. We teach them hip-hop, major at ballet, at this point, line dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Memphis Jukin, of course. Multiple styles. And I just released a book, so now you can consider me an author.
Yes.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, that's what I would say.
Yeah, so I know that you're from California, and I'm a born Memphian, so I want to know, what was your upbringing like in California before you moved here?
My upbringing in California, I had some great memories. I used to be on a drill team that was in Richmond, California. So that was one of my first experiences besides being a mascot on a cheerleading team.
Mascot?
Yes, I was a mascot. Yes, I was really little cheerleading. My family is in the entertainment business. So my dad plays instruments and tours. My mother does plays, and she's a play director, but she kind of put that on pause. Now she's in local government here in Memphis. My sister is a vocalist. My brother does music producing. I mean, my entire family is into the arts and entertainment.
Yeah.
So I guess I had no choice but to do the same. Yeah.
So when did you feel like dance was more than just your talent? Like, it was truly your calling, and you knew, like, this is what you wanted to embark on? Because I do know that you share, like, your family comes from the background, but I feel like it's true, like, it's obvious that that's truly your passion. So when did you feel like you had that calling upon your life?
I feel like I had that calling upon my life, I would say, in high school, because in high school, you kind of start thinking about, hey, what I'm going to do when I graduate. You know what I'm saying? Am I going to college? If I go to college, what do I want to do? So I was kind of interested in journalism.
Right.
And kind of like, I don't know, the news reporting and investigative journalism. I was interested in that.
Yeah.
But in high school, I went to Germantown High. I pretty much went to sleep the whole time. And the only thing that woke me up is dancing. So I'm like, okay, if I want to be a journalist and I go to college, I can't go to sleep the whole time. So I want to dance.
Okay. No, I know that's currently what I do now. So I totally relate to you with the whole journalism, being interested in that 100%. For those that are new to your world, what exactly is L.Y.E to you?
L.Y.E Academy right now is my complete lifeline and world. Like, everything I do is surrounded by L.Y.E Academy. So honestly, it just means everything to help these kids push for their dreams and stay out of the streets. All my students are scholars, you might as well say.
Yeah.
They're doing great in school. They're well-mannered. They have somewhere safe to come to. We're now located in Collierville, Tennessee. So I built a platform for them to grow and excel as small human beings. And I even have students that has now graduated high school and college or touring with major artists, or even, now they're teaching at different schools and stuff like that. So what I'm doing is working. So it's kind of like, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So yeah, L.Y.E is pretty much my entire life right now. And now my daughter, she's 6. Now she's stepping out, dancing, performing. And it's just, it's exciting to see. So now I kind of see how the parents feel when they see their kids get out and dance.
Yeah.
So I'll stop cutting kids all the time as much as I used to.
Yeah, I know for me, it's been amazing to see the growth of L.Y.E and the impact that y'all are making on the city, like going to different schools and pep rallies and just putting smiles on their faces. And what I want to focus in on now is, if you were to go back in your planning stages of L.Y.E, what made you decide to turn this into a business and not just going out and performing?
I had no choice but to turn it into a business because of the type of calls that we receive based off of our social media presence. So, you have big companies calling.
Yeah.
Nike, big artists, L.E. Choppa, Little Baby,
Right.
Jennifer Hudson show, Tamara Hall show. So at this point, it's now a business. You have to deal with contracts. You have to deal with, emails and paperwork and waivers and stuff like that. So honestly, if you plan to excel and grow, it's going to naturally turn into a business. If there's no business, implemented into your company, and we're just dancing around, it's kind of like it lacks substance. It's like we don't have really
take it to the next level.
Yeah, right. And honestly, like the sky's the limit for us, especially right now. Like some of our videos is up to 20 million views. Like one of our videos got 15 million in one day. It was crazy.
Whoa.
So we're getting calls left and right. Like just this morning, I got a call to go to New York tomorrow for Nike. So it's just like right now, it's pretty much our time.
When was L.Y.E founded?
I created L.Y.E in 2014, and the reason why I created L.Y.E is because I came to Memphis to visit my grandmother and mother, and I picked up a quick summer job at the Hickory Hill Community Center teaching their summer camp how to dance pretty much.
Yeah.
It was just something to make some little extra change. I didn't actually think that I would be interested in opening a dance studio. My dream were to travel the world, dance behind artists or with them or choreograph like solo-wise. I didn't plan on working with kids. But once I taught that program at Hickory Hill Community Center, I got attached to some kids. I started seeing them actually dancing just like me, and it was kind of like intriguing. So I was like, oh my God, what if I started like my own squad? And that's when I started L.Y.E Academy in 2014.
Yeah, and what I love is that you're still able to do that, like dance behind artists on your own and then come back home and pour back into your students. I love that.
Thank you.
And so I know with your collabs, you've built an incredible career from dancing with Usher to Missy Elliott. What did it feel like when you got those phone calls? Like, what were you thinking in those moments?
Every time I get a phone call from such a superstar like Usher or Missy Elliott or
even Ja Morant with that collab.
Yeah, we did something with Ja Morant. First thing I think in my head is it really going to go through?
Yeah.
Try not to get too excited because sometimes things don't go through. So I just go with the motion and just don't get too excited. Just keep working. And if it falls through, it falls through. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But when it does, it gets exciting for sure. Nerve-wracking and exciting.
So how do moments like those influence how you encourage your students to remember to stay humble and to stay grounded, like you were mentioning, like stay realistic?
So honestly, I don't really have a big issue with having to remind my students to stay humble because it's a daily process. I need you to be humble, whether we're mopping the floor at the studio or dancing with Lotto, regardless. So that's just a characteristic that I try to install into my kids, that you can dance with Lotto or Little Baby today and then never dance with nobody else ever again. So you got to keep working, stay grounded. Keep doing your homework and stuff, because I hated homework, but look, y'all do your homework.
Yeah.
But I just really want my students to, I don't know, I try to give my students the L.A. experience, like almost like we're in one of those high-end dance studios that has a lot of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like agency. Let's say that. Yeah. Like
what I love about that answer is you don't make them feel like they're small. Like, because people are quick to say Memphis is a small city. We don't have much. No, we have a lot and a lot to give. So I love that you implement that within your students.
Yeah, that's big to me. And when people ask me that question, they've been asking me that question since I've started L.Y.E Academy. And I always told them, I'm not leaving. They're like, you going to L.A. or something? I'm like, no, I'm going to make an L.A. here.
Yeah.
And it's here.
So I know that Memphis has been backing you, but I want to know from your perspective, how does it feel to truly have the city's support and how everyone shows up for the Academy?
Having the city support means everything to me because, without local support, it's kind of hard to thrive in business. Like, You know, if you throw events and only 10 people show up, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So for the past, I would say 3 to 4 years, maybe probably like the past 4 years, any event that I throw is sold out wall to wall. Even my book signing I just had, that's just about buying a book and getting it signed.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Even both of those events were wall to wall, line out the door.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot to build support in Memphis because it's a tough city. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I put in the work. And I guess that's what keeps me here. I feel like I'm needed here, especially in the field that I'm in. You don't really see a big avenue for dancing, you know, such as L.A., New York, Atlanta. So I'm trying to make Memphis a hub such as the cities that I just stated for dance. Okay, possibly I may turn it into an agency, you know, but right now I'm building the connections and the rapport to be able to do so. So that's why I'm still here for sure.
Yeah, I know with running a dance academy here, that means balancing creativity, balancing business and entrepreneurship. What do you think has been the biggest lesson that you've learned throughout your journey with the academy?
The biggest lesson that I've learned throughout my journey in the academy.
And even with building your own brand, because you're still your own artist as well.
Yeah. Right. I leave in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. The biggest lesson that I've learned as a business owner, because specifically I'm a business owner of a dance studio that's mainly kids. Don't get too attached. Don't get too attached. People come and go. Kids come and go. They may want to dance this month, but they may want to do soccer tomorrow. Keep everything business. To me, honestly, that's the biggest thing to me. There's so many different challenges. I can't narrow it down to one at all.
You work with young dancers, and I just wanted to know, when you're in your headspace, how do you work with them with being sure that they're staying motivated and truly honing in on their craft?
I believe that me still being an active performer is their biggest motivation.
Yeah.
Like, simply put, even when I teach, I go out there and dance full out with them. I'm not a lazy sit down and tell you what to do type of teacher. So honestly, it's kind of like a Honey situation. If you've seen that movie, it's like the teacher is still a star herself. When she comes back to her community, she works with the students. And I believe that the students watching me still thriving and going and working with big stars and traveling with or without them, I believe that keeps them motivated.
So, as you know, we are a college-based podcast. A lot of our listeners are college students, as well as like alumni and different business ventures around the city. What advice would you give to college students or young creatives who want to start something like this, but they feel like they aren't ready yet?
The advice that I would give college students that want to start something like, you know, opening up a dance studio and they feel like they're not ready, continue to stay in school and create some type of balance. Because a lot of people, for instance, there's some people that I know that they have this dream that like, oh, I want to be this dancer, I want to open this studio, and then they quit everything else. And that's fine to be spontaneous or whatever the word is for that, but kind of be realistic in a sense. It's 2025 now, about to be 2026. So you can work on building whatever it is you're trying to build in entrepreneurship, but you're going to need some backing some way, somehow, whether it's a degree or whether it's money. And I know a lot of people have these big dreams, and I've watched them kind of drop everything else, and it's like 10, 15 years later, and it's like, hey, now I have nothing. Right. You have to be smart when it comes to business. Learn finances, learn how taxes work, learn what it takes to keep up a building. You have to learn a lot of stuff, and what better way to learn it than college? Because it took me, I'm still learning, and I feel like if I would have went to school, I might have been further than I am now because of the knowledge. Yeah. So keep that balance.
Yeah, I know we try to hone in on our podcast that like we're more than just a college town, we're a college city. We try to encourage our listeners, even if they aren't still in school, you know, that you can use your degree and put it in
Right.
any work field that you want to
Right.
go into. With that, in the conversation that we've been having here,
Mhm.
you've been dropping a lot of wisdom on me, so I can only imagine the kind of wisdom that you shared in your book. Can you share a little bit about your book to us?
I can. So I have a new book that I just released about 2 weeks ago. It's called The Rise of L.Y.E. It's basically about everything you just asked me.
Yeah.
So when you read through it, they'll be able to identify the conversation that we had and
Yeah.
more personal information. But it's a book to inspire those, whether you dance or not, doesn't matter what you do, kind of just shows you things that you may face and how to overcome them and what to look out for when, opening up businesses or stepping into the industry. So, yeah, definitely cop that. Check it out and hope you learn something.
Yes, of course. And with that, and you bringing up your book, it brought me to another thought that I had. I wanted to know, what do you think are some of the misconceptions that people may have about being a dancer and owning such a creative business within the city? Like, it is a 9 to 5, but it's not a typical desk job. So what do you think people may get or may be surprised about your position?
What some people may get wrong about being a business owner is that it's easy. We make things look easy because what we put out on social media, like you said, the pet rallies, and they see the views and they see the cute pictures, but they don't see the blood, sweat, and tears. And I mean that literally. They don't see what goes on behind the scenes. And that's why I wanted to drop this book so that people can learn a little more about not only myself, but how business can be and how rough it can be, and hopefully mentally prepare people that you're going to endure a lot, especially the more you grow.
Yeah.
So I think that people think that we are having fun, I'm not going to lie, but it's as challenging as it is fun. Don't think that dance is just whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's real work. It's for real out here.
I feel like every time I'm scrolling on social media or even on TikTok, I'm seeing an L.Y.E clip or
we don't play.
Fun,
we don't play about that social media because that's
how you get around.
That's how we get out there. We're not in a major, not to say we're not in a major city, but a major city as far as the dance industry, like at all. So the only way that people will be able to find us is literally social media, and that's how they've been finding us, is social media. Even with the Nike gig that I'm about to do in the morning, they said we're looking for somebody to represent Memphis for a big campaign. And that's Nike. And they found me from just trying to look up TikToks and Instagram. So people think that, posting doesn't make you any money and all this stuff like that. Well, even if you get a lot of views or don't get a lot of views, okay, maybe you may not get a big check from Facebook or Instagram or whatever the case may be, but you may get a big check from somebody from the outside looking in that wants to book you. So it's definitely a useful tool.
I find it shocking that people don't think that dance is as big in Memphis, but Memphis is known for the music.
Right.
Like, those two not going together, it never really clicks in my head. I would think that dance would be just as popular as the music because when music's playing 9 times out of 10, you're what? You're dancing.
Right. So. I will say dance is slightly overlooked in this Memphis market, but it's getting better. Like, you got people like Hype Man, who's doing like the hype
showing
dances.
up in the UC randomly on a Tuesday.
Guess what? If he didn't do it in that manner, would it still have the same, you know what I'm saying, views and attention? And now he's putting music on top of it. So with music, you can just do music and take off. But with dance, it always seems like you have to implement extra things to it to take off, I guess. So it's harder, but it is what it is, I guess. We're making some shake.
No, y'all truly are. And I know that you touched on your Nike partnership that you have coming in the morning, but I wanted to know, are there any projects that you can share with our listeners that L.Y.E has coming up?
So right now, we are talking to America's Got Talent. So that might be a thing. Of course, I just dropped my book. We have shows, performances. Right now, we're just jam-packed with performances, appearances, and shows. So whatever we want to do on our own merit right now is just impossible.
Yeah, but that also means plenty of chances for our listeners to come and check you guys out
and
show support in the city. And so I want to know, for anyone who's inspired from hearing your story, where can we find you guys on social media?
So honestly, you can type in Ladia Yates on any platform, LADIAYATES, or L.Y.E Academy, which is LYE Academy, not Lie Academy, because we don't
L.Y.E.
lie.
Right.
But yeah, we're pretty easy to find. Just type in my name or the company name, and LYE stands for Ladia Yates Entertainment. So go figure. LadiaYates.com. You can find a lot of the main links on that one hub. And that's pretty much it.
Well, I do want to thank you for coming on Business in Blue and sharing your story from all the way to California to making Memphis here your home. Your story is truly inspiring.
Thank
and to
you.
our listeners,
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. To our listeners, thank you for watching. This has been Business in Blue, all things business, all things Memphis.